And obviously there's different ways you can pursue a dream and whatnot. But for me, I found this is the best way to pursue a dream, to figure out a strong foundation of how to love it and how to carry it on forever. And the carrying it on forever is because each day that you do it, you don't want to stop. Find that piece of magic. And over time, you'll progress. You'll figure it out. Try and improve. And you'll make it. And I have faith that one day I will get views. But I don't hang on to it and cling on to it as that's the accomplishment, because I don't want to feel the pleasure, the reward of that. And when you make it, what happens then? Once you've achieved that dream, do you get this pit of emptiness because you've achieved something? You've now not got a goal. Whereas me, if I achieve that, when I achieve it, I believe obviously I'm gonna get views at one point. Once I achieve that, I won't have this empty feeling, because it would just be another day of turning up and saying, another day of doing what I love. Thanks for watching. Thanks for looking on the video. Just want to let you know that I also post on Spotify. If you want to give it a listen over there, check that out. And I do the best bits of each video with clips on TikTok, Instagram and Shorts, so check them out as well. But yeah, enjoy. So today I want to talk about pursuing your dreams and how I kind of believe is the best way to do it, the best way to go for it, or at least the best way that I figured out how to pursue a dream. And we was talking about this yesterday, having a conversation with a friend, because we're sort of going for the same dream in different ways, but the same setup of a dream. And my perspective is learn to love it. Learn to experience the dream every day by doing the thing. Appreciating that you're doing the dream. You don't have to chase this success, because the success is happening right now. You can make it happen here and now. Whereas I believe his is the outer success, the numbers, the money, the success in terms of having people watch you, having a meaning in that kind of way. And I don't think either of them are wrong. I prefer my way for me, so people can do his way, do my way, whichever. But I'm going to talk about why I believe mine is the best way. Because if I'm here chasing views and doing things and adjusting how I am to get views, to me, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me be who I am. And I think that's one of the best feelings in the world, where you can just be you. And if external success comes because of that, think of the joy, think of the peace you'll feel with that. I mean, your dream might be different than content creation or making videos, whatever you want to call it. But for me, with making these videos, if I start changing who I am, or not changing so I'm not actually showing my true self, but doing things that I don't truly feel comfortable doing and truly are satisfied with, and I get success with that, I've now built a successful road that I don't want to walk down. I now do things that I don't want to actually do, because this was the conversation we was having. Oh, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try this, it would really work for you. But I was trying to get the point across that I am doing what I want to do. If I go down that route and it blows up and it is a success, I'm now in a bit of a prison. I'm now in a mode that isn't me, isn't what feels natural to me. And I think that's sort of a sacrifice you can make. You can make the sacrifice that these XYZ behaviors will get you success, But is it the true success you want? So when it comes to looking for a dream, looking at pursuing a goal or an aim and trying to reach somewhere, to me, I look at it at what daily behaviors do you want to do where at every point of the journey you are in love with the dream. There's this, you've got to sacrifice things to get your dream and your goal, absolutely, in your behaviors. But I think when it comes to your day-to-day doing what you want to do, I don't think you should. And the reason I have this mindset, the reason I think this way, is because I used to want to be a professional footballer. And I think the more I thought about how realistic that was, the more I thought about, yeah, this is what I want to do in my life. You then start tightening up, tensing up. You think it, for me, I think too much about it. It was when I started becoming a worse footballer, because there's this pressure on every single moment has to be right. Every single moment has to be a success externally. Other people have to look at me and think I'm good. I lost this joy. I lost this love for the thing that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I don't want us to make the same mistake here by turning it into a success, an outward success driven venture. Now, some people's dreams, maybe it does have to be that sort of success where everyone around you determines how you are, whether you are a success. You know, for me, I have a job and this is a passion. But for someone, let's say like my friend, who his career kind of is dependent on becoming a success in this area, that's tough to be more relaxed with. You know, for me, I've always said, what's this going to look like 20 years down the line? I've been doing it 2 or 3 years now, and the lessons that I've learned are incredible. The progress I've made are incredible to me. What's that going to look like 20 years down the line? And some people won't have the patience to stick it out for 20 years. Especially when you need money, when you need a career, when you hate the life that you have. You want to get out of it as soon as you can. So you put all this pressure on this dream that you have to make it. But what would your dream look like if you didn't have to make it? If there wasn't this feeling of doom with life, if you didn't live each day doing your dream. And I think we take for granted when we're those kinds of people that have found something we love. I don't know why I love doing this. It baffles me. Like I said, like I'm saying to him, I could do this forever and not be successful. That's the type of love and joy I get from doing this. For some weird reason, when I get in the moment of this right now, it's a phenomenal feeling. And what happens in the back of my head is, if we can make this a success, or if this can become a success in terms of money, so I don't have to do my main job. Oh, of course, that would be a dream. That would be fantastic. But now there's pressure on the dream. Will it reduce the amount of joy again? So right now, when I'm not successful, I can sit here and I can, successful in terms of views and whatnot, I can sit here and I can appreciate and say, listen, this is the time that I'm in where you don't have that outward success. You have the internal success. What a moment that is. Let's hold on to that, because one day it might disappear. One day it might lessen. It might change. And I think we get caught up in achieving things sometimes that you forget the point of the action that you're doing. You forget to fall in love with it. If I can do this for 20 years and stay in love with it, I've had 20 years of love in a sense, with an action that I'm doing, with a dream that I've got. And I've figured out a way to have a foundation where the purpose and the point is to just fill. Not that I have to become a success financially with this and a success numbers wise. Because I think sometimes as well, when you're chasing a goal, when you're chasing a dream, if you live too far into the future, you never truly experience life. You never truly experience what you're going through because you always focus so far ahead, you forget to live in this moment. You forget to experience the now, and there's a lot more time experiencing the now than there is for the future. And I'm not saying you don't aim for things. I'm not saying don't look ahead and plan. I'm just saying don't forget to live in the now. To truly find some meaning now in what you do, in the dream that you do it. If your dream right now is just complete suffering, well done for carrying on, well done for getting through it. But find a point, find a meaning now, because I can tell you by my own experience, it is not going to be worth it when you get the dream, when you get the goal. The sacrifice won't be worth it if it's just for this one moment. Whereas me now, if I don't make it, if I don't achieve success in other people's eyes, I'm achieving success every day that I'm doing this because it feels so great. And that's the point. I think we get too caught up, especially in this dream of making videos, we get too caught up in the numbers. People have to watch me. I've got to be a success. We get too caught up in it that it becomes a bit systematic. It becomes disconnected because we see so many videos all the time on our social media. This becomes invaluable because everyone's doing it. But it never becomes invaluable if you do it and you love it. You'll forever do it. And I always say, the number one way to achieve any dream or any goal is to never quit. If you never quit, you always have the opportunity to achieve what you want to do. And I say you look in 20 years and say, where am I going to be? And you might say, God, yeah, but if you do this for 20 years and you don't get the success you want, in terms of money, in terms of views, God, you've wasted your time. And I say, but not if each moment that you lived it, you loved it. And I wish people could feel that feeling of doing a dream and it feeling like success every single time, every single day. Sure, there are parts I don't like about it. I don't like to edit. I don't like to have to, in a sense, be disciplined with making clips and edits and titles and all that business that goes along with this dream. Sure, I don't want to do all that. But that sacrifice for this, for filming like this, for talking like this feeling I get right now, that I'm having right now, filming this is the point. This is the little joy I get. This is what I would class as success, feeling this right now. When I was playing football, the success should have been that I was on the pitch, that I was able to walk around and play to a high standard, that I was able to win games, be a part of teams that won everything. I almost didn't feel the joy for winning because there was so much pressure and relief once you've had a good game that none of it was worth it. None of it felt good. It was just, like I said, relief. And don't make your dreams coming true be the feeling of relief. That's what I want to avoid with this. I don't want to get caught up in the views, in other people's opinions of how I doing a good video or not. Is this the right way or not? I don't want to get caught up in that, because I'm not going to feel the true feeling that I get doing this. The reason I started. Same with the football. What was the reason I started? It was for fun. It was for entertainment or for fitness. As a kid, it was for enjoyment. And sure, parents might be doing it to keep you fit, to get rid of that energy. But the whole purpose of it was for fun. And sometimes in life, it is too deep. It is too serious. Especially when you're going through a dream and you've got that much energy towards it. There's this desperation, there's this wanting to, because every day, you don't want to spend every day living a life that's not a dream. I think with social media, we see so many people who achieve the dreams or achieve a life that's a bit more free. That isn't the typical 9 to 5, that we crave it and we desire for it that much, that the normal everyday life isn't appealing anymore. What I'm doing, I have a main job and I have a passion that one day be great if it can become successful, but for right now the success is existing and doing what I'm doing. So I'm okay with that 9 to 5. Sure, I don't want to do it. I don't want to turn up to work every day, but I will. And I have a backup, or a backup for passion, a backup for joy. And it must be difficult for, say, this friend who it becomes a bit of a tough one, a difficult one, because I understand why there's this drive to make it a success, numbers wise, because it is your career. And I say, if it's truly what you want to do, any dream that you want to achieve, you have to disregard the outside noise. And if that means you've got to change the goal, the dream, the purpose to, I just want to fucking enjoy the now. I just want to do it for now, rather this one day dream. I don't know what it is inside me, but there's just something where I go, I can't live with watching myself back do something that isn't what I know I truly want to do. To film ideas and talk about subjects that I don't care about. I can't do it. I physically cannot do it. It's not in my skill set to be able to do that. And I thank whoever, God or whatever, that is how I am. I can only now be my true self. I can't fake it. Because I've faked it in the past. I've been away and done things that isn't truly me. And I know the difference between being your true self and doing things that you truly want, and being fake and forcing things. Once you realize and you experience the two situations, you realize, I don't want to be something I'm not. I want to do something every day because I love it. Because, like I said, if I do this for 20 years and it never becomes an outward success, then I don't look back and say, oh, 20 years have been wasted. I look back and I go, what value can I get from the 20 years that I spent doing this? And you should do that with any dream. And I think it's important because you can feel a bit lost when you're trying to execute a dream. You can feel a bit like you don't know how you should be. because there's a lot going on. There's so many voices in the back of your head and around you that will criticize you, that will tell you how it should be done. Like my friend might try and give advice on do this X, Y, and Z, but my inner voice says, does that feel right? Maybe I'll give it a go. But is it who you truly are? And if it doesn't give you that feeling, once you've felt that, once you've got a hang of that feeling, then it's an answering machine to any question. You know what the correct answer truly is, and it's a feeling you get when you know what the right answer actually is for you. And there's not this desperation. I mean, as an England fan, we will just watch the World Cup and we've watched England be desperate, and you see the result it got them. And I look at it and I think, that's not the way. The way is to truly live and experience every day. And now it's not going to be possible that you're going to love every day. I don't love every day. I don't love every video that I film and feel on it every single time. But the majority of the time I do. And the pursuit of a dream feels so much better when you love it. When you love the failure. Because you just get to do it. This appreciation for the action, for doing an action that you love, for whatever reason it is, even if, like I said, you don't know why you love it, you just do. And obviously there's different ways you can pursue a dream and whatnot. But for me, I found this is the best way to pursue a dream, to figure out a strong foundation of how to love it and how to carry it on forever. And the carrying it on forever is because each day that you do it, you don't want to stop. Find that piece of magic. And over time, you'll progress. You'll figure it out. Try and improve. And you'll make it. And I have faith that one day I will get views. But I don't hang on to it and cling on to it as that's the accomplishment, because I don't want to feel the pleasure, the reward of that. And when you make it, what happens then? Once you've achieved that dream, do you get this pit of emptiness because you've achieved something? You've now not got a goal. Whereas me, if I achieve that, I believe obviously I'm gonna get views at one point. Once I achieve that, I won't have this empty feeling, because it would just be another day of turning up and saying, another day of doing what I love. So either way I win, and it might be a defense mechanism to cope with the fact I don't get views, to cope with the fact that I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm okay with it, because that defense mechanism makes me love every day that I do it. The whole feeling, the whole vibe around it, I just love it. For whatever reason that I have no idea why. I would never imagine I would want to do this until sort of the day that changed it all for me. But yeah, peace.